Spurs defender Radu Drăgușin has come out and said a couple more weeks, a month at the most, I'll be back in action. Mikey Moore could be on his way back from Rangers in the January transfer window. João Palhinha has come out and said, I didn't get my chance at Bayern Munich, but I am happy now at Tottenham. The FA are investigating a couple of incidents that happened at the Leeds v Spurs game on Saturday at Elland Road. A former Spurs left-back is now in talks with Inter Miami about a possible move for the start of their new season. Mathys Tel has come out and said he's very happy, and Mohammed Kudus, talking about Mathys Tel, has said he is a top professional. And Bentancur has come out and said, I want to win more trophies at Spurs. Hi everyone, hope you're well. Chris Cowlin here. This is another episode of Tottenham News, where I'll be going for all of the latest Spurs news, rumours and reports. If you're watching on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. A massive thank you to every single subscriber, because earlier today we reached 193,000 subscribers. An incredible amount of people. That is unreal. Every single time I say these numbers, the stats of people that press that play button, listen on an audio platform, honestly, I'm always blown away. So thank you so much for all of your incredible support. We have been nominated for 4 awards at the Football Content Awards 2025. The final will take place at Elland Road, Leeds, next month. Wouldn't it be great to get another win? So if you can vote for us to win, all of the details are below and it would be really appreciated. Thank you. Radu Drăgușin has spoken out about his ACL injury and his possible return date. He said, the national manager wanted me back in the team, of course. I wanted to be together with my teammates again and to play for Romania. But on the other hand, I understood a couple of weeks' time, a month more of waiting, it can help me in the future. Of course, I think I am ready now, but in the long term, it will help me to have more stability and safety for a longer career. Tottenham is taking all measures to come back stronger than before. I tell you that I'm going to come back in a better shape than I was before the injury and in a better point to continue my career. ACL is one of the worst injuries in football, if not the worst. You need a long time to recover than most people imagine. You cannot doubt what the medical staff of Tottenham Hotspur is doing, or the physios, or especially the surgeon who made the surgery. They have been the best, and they have the best knowledge and the greatest experience. The Standard have just reported that Tottenham eye loan reset after Rangers' managerial change. Spurs are understood to have the option to recall Mikey Moore from his loan move. There are no immediate plans to do so, but a number of Championship clubs are believed to be keen on signing the teenager. Mikey Moore has made 10 appearances across all competitions so far this season, 6 of those coming from the start, but is yet to score or assist for the club. Now, Joshua Barry, the editor of the Rangers Review on this situation, Mikey Moore on loan from Tottenham to Rangers, he said the issue is because Rangers have been such a basket case, they are relying on these guys to be the ones who lead them. That's just too much for anyone, even if you are one of the most promising talents from England. Whilst on international duty, João Palhinha has spoken out about his time at Bayern Munich and joining Tottenham Hotspur on loan under Thomas Frank at the start of this season. He said, I didn't get the chances I think I deserved at Bayern Munich. Last season was a difficult season for me. I was injured and then I was out for longer than expected. After that, I didn't get the chances I think I deserved at Bayern Munich, which also had an impact on my playing time with the national team. But these are all phases. Our careers thrive on phases. Now I'm I'm going through a happy phase, a new club, a new project in a league that is not new to me, and I'm enjoying it again. At Tottenham, I've had chances I didn't have before. I feel complete confidence in the people who wanted me to join the club, in this case, the manager. When we feel this confidence and that we're wanted somewhere else, I think that is where we should be. I made this decision very easily. These chances are making me, once again, show what I'm capable of. João Palhinha then went on to say, I'm very, very happy, very content with the new challenge in my life, and therefore I just want to enjoy the Premier League to the fullest again. Just as I have been doing, and obviously in this space with the national team, I can also enjoy every minute and every moment I have. Now, Sky Sports have confirmed that the Football Association are investigating after objects were thrown at Tottenham Hotspur players on 2 occasions after their 2-1 win against Leeds United at Elland Road on Saturday lunchtime. Pedro Porro was hit by a vape as he was preparing to take a corner, and a bottle narrowly missed Mohammed Kudus' head as he celebrated scoring the winning goal. Now, ESPN have just reported that Inter Miami are now in advanced talks with former Tottenham Hotspur defender Sergio Reguilon for a possible contract ahead of the 2026 MLS season. Now, Mathys Tel has been talking about his performance and scoring the first goal at Elland Road against Leeds United in our 2-1 win on Saturday. He said, I always believe every day, even if I've had bad moments, good moments, I always believe. I just took the opportunity to show what I can do, and I'm very happy. I always try to do my best. I helped the team with the goal against Leeds. We won. Even if something can be better, I'm very happy about the win. We got the 3 points. We also did it for the fans, for the club. I think we deserve to win this game. Mathys Tel then went on to say, everybody said to me, when you go to Leeds, the game is going to be very difficult. That is what I saw. It was a tough game for us, but like I said, we showed a big mentality. We worked all together from the first minute until the last. I'm very happy, and we need to keep going. Mohammed Kudus has been talking about teammate Mathys Tel and said, I want to give big praise to Mathys because it has been a tough month for him and how he carries himself training. He is a top professional. I think you can see when he got his chance, he was there against Leeds. Mohammed Kudus then goes on to say about Tel, it shows how professional he is, the way that he composes himself, manages himself, trains. He is still very young, and with his mentality, it's really going to help him go far. I hope that this first goal he has scored is going to open more doors for even better games and more goals coming ahead. I'm really, really proud of him. Now, following the signing of his new deal, Rodrigo Bentancur has come out and said, we have a new manager and the new captain is my good friend Cutie. He deserves this to be captain at the club. I enjoy this also. My teammates and every person here is amazing. Every player. I enjoy every day at this club because of them. My teammates are amazing, so I am very happy. We want to win another trophy this season. This is the most important thing. I want to continue at this level. I feel every day is getting better and better. So I want to continue like this, and I want to win more trophies for this football club. The Barclays Women's Super League broadcast selection has been confirmed for match week 9 with our clash with Arsenal on Sunday the 16th of November, now selected for TV coverage. This means that kick-off at Brisbane Road moves to a slightly later time with the match now set to begin at 2:30 p.m. The North London derby will be televised on Sky Sports in the UK. Now, my thoughts on all of these stories. I'm going to start by talking about Mikey Moore. Of course, he is a sensation and he should be getting game time at Rangers at Ibrox. And now with Russell Martin going out the door, let's see what happens next. Let's see who they bring in and let's see how his minutes are managed at Ibrox, because there is no point sending a player like Mikey Moore out if you're not going to be getting significant game time and being a big part of the setup there. It is expected that Mikey Moore will be getting regular minutes, home away games in the Scottish Premiership as well as Europe, etc. So he's got to be playing. If not, I'm sure that Tottenham will cut that loan short. It is meant to be a season loan, but they do have the option of stopping that loan so he can be returned in January. So let's watch this space in terms of appointment at Rangers. I'm personally hoping that it will be a manager that goes in there who likes Mikey Moore, and wants to give him the game time that he desperately needs to further on his development, so he can come back to Tottenham and set the Premier League alight, which I'm sure that he will. Now, João Palhinha stating that he didn't get the chance at Bayern and he's now happy at Tottenham. I tell you what, I don't really care about what happened at Bayern, because I tell you what, we have got the number 6 that we have desperately needed in recent seasons under so many different managers, I might add. And João Palhinha has come in and, him alongside Mohammed Kudus have been our best 2 players so far this season. And as Thomas Frank has said on a number of occasions, João Palhinha is still not at full fitness. I tell you what, I want to see an even better version of João Palhinha then, because he has been unbelievable for us. And, he seems to be very happy. Now, we've seen and heard many reports come out that Spurs could make this deal permanent at the end of the season. £26 million is a no-brainer for me. I think it would be a very, very easy decision to make. And, £26 million, very well spent for a player of this calibre. Now, Radu Drăgușin, this is such an interesting one. He apparently is going to be back in a couple of weeks' time. Of course, he's back training. The national team wanted him to go. The Tottenham Hotspur team, the Tottenham Hotspur physios and the surgeon have been very cautious. We know that Thomas Frank is very cautious about when he brings players back, and I think that is excellent, by the way. And I think that is something that isn't really spoken about enough. The way that Thomas Frank, the coaching staff, the medical team have really, really managed minutes for all of the players. Yes, we've had some injuries, but we'd have probably had more injuries under a different team last season. But Radu Drăgușin, when he does eventually come back, how many minutes is he actually going to get? We're seeing lots of reports at the moment linking him with a move away in the January transfer window. This could be an interesting situation. Of course, Luka Vlčković is having a fantastic time at Hamburg. Is Radu Drăgușin being there, is that going to block his pathway into the Tottenham Hotspur first team? And I'm not being funny. When you've got a player like Kevin Danso that can come in, is that blocking Radu Drăgușin's pathway? It probably is. And what I would say about Radu is whenever he's come into the team, has he taken his chances? He probably hasn't, in fairness. Whereas someone like Kevin Danso really does. And when you've got such a great partnership in Mickey van der Ven and Romero, there's not many players that are going to be going in front of them unless Thomas Frank wants to rest 1 or 2 of them in odd games here or there, cup games perhaps. But yeah, let's wait and see. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see Radu Drăgușin go out the door at some point. Because, of course, he wants first-team football, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. He said many times before that he wants to compete with the likes of Mickey van der Ven and Romero. I just think that is going to be very, very difficult for him to hold down a regular spot in this Tottenham Hotspur starting 11. Now, the Football Association are investigating incidents at the Leeds v Spurs game. Now, of course, Pedro Porro actually put it on his Instagram. Instead of vaping, I wanted 3 points instead. He made a joke of it. Great that he did that, but this, there's no room in football for objects being thrown at footballers when they're trying to take a corner or celebrating a goal. I know a lot of people are frustrated, but this has to be cut out and this has to be dealt with by the authorities. I'm sure a ban or 2 will probably be coming over to Elland Road to a couple of fans. Now, former Spurs left-back Sergio Reguilon is about to sign for Inter Miami. Wow. I tell you what, when you see some players getting certain opportunities, he's about to go and play in the MLS, a great place to live, by the way, Miami, and he is about to play in the same team as Lionel Messi. Unbelievable. Wish him all the best. Hopefully it works out for him. Mathys Tel said that he is happy, and I tell you what, I am really happy for him to see him. Yes, it was deflected, but of course they all count, and it was our first goal at Elland Road in our 2-1 win. Really good, well-taken goal, worked extremely hard for the team, and I tell you what, there has been a lot of hate for Mathys Tel in this last month or 2, and what I would say is in recent games, it wasn't the Doncaster game, it was the Wolves game. In the Wolves game, he came on as a sub, out on the wing, took on his man, brought the ball in, played it to Pape Matar Sarr. Sarr then laid it off to João Palhinha, scored 1-1. He had a big part to play in that goal. A lot of people haven't spoken about that, his goal involvement, but it was, significant to us getting our equaliser at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium against Wolves. And of course, he scored against Leeds. And I tell you what, 19 years old, he's taken his opportunities in these last couple of games. And I tell you what, when he scored against Leeds, now, you should have seen him running before scoring, and then you should have seen him running after scoring. It was a completely different player. That confidence, it was lifted. A huge lift at Elland Road, and I love to see that. And it was a very different performance from him, having scored that goal, because he was absolutely delighted, and you could see that. So, fair play, give credit where credit is due, and he is starting to be involved in the goals. Yes, he has missed opportunities, but he is 19, he is still developing, and it's nice to see the best of him when we're getting it. Mohammed Kudus, very right to speak out about Mathys Tel as well, saying he is a top professional, and I'm sure Thomas Frank, I've spoken quite often on this channel about Thomas Frank getting the best out of players, and he said about Mathys Tel getting in better positions to be scoring goals, and that needs to be coached, and that is going to be coached by Thomas Frank, which like I said, it's really nice when you can see a player making improvements week by week, and I have seen that. Bentancur saying we want to win more trophies. Music to my ears. Of course, I said that the trophies are coming a couple of years ago. Well, we've got the Europa League now, and we want that winning feeling again and again. We want this parade again and again down the Tottenham High Road. It was an incredible feeling, and I want to see these players, this group of players, Thomas Frank. I want to see them lifting another trophy. That would be absolutely fantastic. Thanks for watching, and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment below. And if you listen to this on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. And if you do have one spare minute, please do vote for us at the Football Content Awards. All of the details are below. Have a great week, stay safe and well, and come on you Spurs.